Good afternoon. I'm Stacy Payton. This afternoon I'm going to be discussing the role that women played during the American Revolution. Even though there's not a large portion of history dedicated to researching women's role during the American Revolution, women did play a very intricate part in the events that have shaped our nation, and the American Revolution is definitely no exception. During the American Revolution, women were responsible for providing gunpowder and the shot to the men on the front lines. They were an indispensable component of the war, and most of the gunpowder and shots were manufactured in home industries that women were responsible for running. The most recognizable roles of women were those of the camp followers and also nurses. Women would follow the units around, and they would take up jobs such as cooking, doing the laundry, and nursing, of course. Women would also serve as defenders. Women organized in their home units, and they would provide defense for the homes specifically. Of course, women also engaged in activities such as covert operatives and actual fighting. There are many accounts of women who worked as spies as well as smugglers. Women weren't allowed to openly enlist in the military. However, there are stories of women who disguised themselves and were able to enlist for a very brief moment. We have stories such as women like Lydia Darrow, a spy who worked for George Washington. There are also individuals such as Mary Catherine Goddard, who was a newspaper publisher during the American Revolution. And of course, the famous story of Deborah Sampson. Deborah Sampson was the young woman who is most notoriously known for enlisting during the American Revolution and actually fighting on the front lines. It wasn't discovered that she was a woman until after she was wounded. One of the major reasons that Sampson signed up for the military is because she wanted the sign-in bonus that was associated with enlistment. However, women also provided a lot of other roles during the Revolution. The very first political act of women, of course, during the Revolution was to say no. Women formed groups who would organize boycotts, and also even some were involved in food riots. There was a specific group that formed in Pennsylvania known as the Ladies Association of Philadelphia. And the Ladies Association was known for supporting the troops through efforts such as collecting supplies, as well as even money. And other women in the other colonies decided to follow, and they decided to start up their own ladies associations. The ladies associations were well known for collecting large sums of money, which would be used to buy supplies for the troops during the Revolutionary War. There was a cohesiveness that was created among women due to the American Revolution. Women came together to make the households and the harvest run while the men were fighting the war, and it created this bond between women, a bond that would later on be related to the movement of women for equality in America. Thank you very much.